So how do you not let negative people drain you? Hi, my name is Solera. I'm a spiritual channel. I also am the author of the Life Manual Trilogy, as well as the teacher of the course Consciousness 101. So welcome today. I have a question from Alaska. She's from Myanmar. She's asking, so how do I not let negative people drain me? So that's a very common thing, right? Because you go out into the world and you're surrounded by people. So I'm going to ask and channel the spiritual guides for you right now and see what they have to say for you, okay? Yes, we're here. So today let us explain energy in general. So you think you're like an individual entity. You walk around outside with the body and you consider yourself as an individual. But let's say then you go to work and you're surrounded by all these other people. Well, all these other people, they're sort of their individual energy units, you can say. Okay, so you're in an individual energy unit and they are also an individual energy unit. So then when you come together, very often their energy would then interact with your energy. And so sometimes when they are out of their alignment, you feel pulled, okay, by their energy. So we would say number one is to be very self-aware when that happens. Just know that, oh, this person tends to be fairly negative. You don't want to be interacting with them very often, okay? But let's say that it's a circumstance that you cannot avoid. Okay, let's say they are your boss, for example. Okay, then you have to go to work and you have to deal with this boss that is very negative all the time. Now, just so you do have some control over your own energy unit, meaning you can expand your energy very wide to attract people. Let's say you're on stage, you're giving a presentation, you can actually expand the energy to attract people. But you can also bring the energy a little bit closer. Imagine you bring the energy to your own center and just protect yourself with white light. Okay, so let's go back to the work example. You're dealing with your boss that you don't like, and he comes over, and you're like, oh no, here he comes, okay? Just know you can contain your energy, sort of shield your energy unit with white light. Just set an intention to do so and ask for assistance, okay? When we say ask for assistance, you ask your angel and guides to help you in this way, to protect your unit. So then when he comes, he's bombarding you with his negativity. Just in your own mind, see that negativity bounce off of the white light that you have. Just imagine you're now inside this white light bubble and he's being negative. You just tell yourself, it's not a big deal. It just bounces off. And you just see it go away from you. As soon as he's saying something negative, being annoying, requesting things that you don't want to do, you just see it as bouncing off. Okay, so first of all, you just have to be really grounded in your own center. Okay, the reason why sometimes you would let yourself be pulled by other people's negativity because you're not very grounded in your own center. And when you're not grounded in your own center, it's like the wind can blow you whichever way. Okay, and then you're going to be pulled, to this direction, you're going to be pulled to that direction. So what we are offering you here is to understand that just to be really grounded in who you are and understand that, you don't actually have to be affected by people. Believe it or not, that's actually very possible, okay? Let's say that there are people in this world that, let's say they're very famous, right? So they are dealing with not just one or two people, maybe they're dealing with hundreds of people, thousands of people at a time. So they also need to sort of shield themselves in some ways, right? And at the same time, they can also project their energy to a lot of people. So once you understand and have some level of awareness, just through intention for now, okay, just through your desire of wanting to have that awareness, you will find that you will start to develop that ability and know how to connect to the core of who you are and just contain your energy. It's like you become very solid in who you are. And so, if the annoying boss comes by, it just wouldn't affect you because it doesn't matter. You're just like, I don't really care about what he says. Yeah, I'm going to get my job done because I'm a good employee and I'm going to get done what I need to get done. And the same thing, if you're a business owner, you're dealing with very difficult clients, or you could be, a child dealing with a parent that's very negative, or could be a parent dealing with a child that's very negative. So it kind of goes both ways, right? So what's very important that you are in your own alignment, because when you're not in your alignment and other people come in, yeah, you're gonna be like the little fly that just get blown away by the wind, and you're wondering how come, you know, you become very negative and then you're like dragged into like their drama, right? And then you feel like you don't have any sense of control over yourself. But we say you do have control over yourself. And to really know that you have control yourself, you sort of have to be active in the awareness. By actively meaning you can just sit there and then like sort of take it on. You take on their negativity. You don't need to take it on. Remember, when they come with their negativity, you just let it bounce off of you. And the more you practice that, okay, we say you need to practice, okay, it may not come to you naturally. It just doesn't come to naturally to everybody. For the channel, she sort of doesn't really care. She sort of has thick skin, you know. But not everybody has that, right? Maybe you have thin skin, and anybody who's a little bit mean to you, you take it very personally. So we say that's fine. But if you practice and over time you develop sort of this awareness and also shielding yourself with white light, then you will be able to develop that ability, okay, develop that level of awareness, and really understand that, you know, you do have control over yourself and you do have control over your life. So this is what we say at this point in regards to, you know, how to deal with negative people who are draining. We understand. So what's really important is that you focus on your own happiness, you know, focus on doing the things that make you, you know, feel joyful on the inside. And the more you develop that sense of joy, it's like your bubble of white light becomes bigger, and you become stronger, right, in your sense of self and knowing who you are. And over time, you know, it's like little dust. It just wouldn't really bother you any longer. Okay, so we hope that's clear for now, and we'll speak to you next time. Okay, guys, that was interesting. Yes, I tend to have thick skin. I do get very offended by my parents, okay? I don't know about you. But besides my parents, I don't usually get offended by other people, because my attitude on this subject is, you know, they're not related to me. I don't care. Right? Because I feel like, well, you know, it's like everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Maybe they don't like me, and that's fine. They don't like me. I don't have to like them, you know? So I think, yeah, I do know that some people are very sensitive to other people's opinion. I you know, my own personal opinion is that it's like their opinion literally doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if they don't like you, if they say that you're this and that. Like, how does that really affect you, like, on a day-to-day basis? Like, if you don't take it on, then it really has no effect. Right? So I think the analogy or the imagery that the guides gave you in terms of like letting the negativity bounce off is very useful. I automatically do that. Like, when I sense that a friend of mine, let's say a friend is complaining, or, you know, I would automatically put myself in a white light, and I would in my mind say deflect, 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 because I want to be supportive and be there to listen to my friend, but I don't want to take that on. Right? And I would just say deflect, 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 and yeah, doesn't bother me. So I hope that's helpful, and, you know, please, you know, ask me questions if you don't understand any of it. I'd be happy to help you clarify. All right. So I will see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will connect with you again. Bye.